All right, guys. So after lunch, from about 1:45 to 2:45, you guys are going to be doing a kind of an Iron Chef. So it's paper today. So on each group is going to have a handout as so, and you can see like this is Iron Chef. Just we'll put it onto the slide starting tomorrow, and then each person will get a slide. So this group here, Group 7, is going to be reading the book You Wouldn't Want to Be an American Colonist. And it's a fun book. It's an easy read. I'll open it up real quick. It'll be informational. Person 1, it says 5 facts from pages 1 to 7. So person 1 would actually start here on the timeline and then read through, including this portion of the book. There you go. This portion of the book. All the way up to page 7. It's not that much reading. A couple other groups, like I'll go right to Team 1. Team 1 is going to be reading If You Lived at the Time of the American Revolution. And I'll get a copy of that book. And that looks something like this. And so that person would be expected to read. Starts at page 6 to 18. And it's a little different looking. But these are not full-on novels. There's pictures, and it reads fairly quick. But what I'm getting at, the first portion of today is to read. So you're going to be doing your reading. It should be silent reading. You don't have to read the entire book, just your section. And then from your section, you're going to get this piece of paper here that you haven't seen yet before. And it's called the What Surprised Me, or the Really template. And it's pretty simple. So if I were in Team 7 right now, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this slide. I'm going to do the 5 things that surprised me, or the 5 facts from pages 1 through 7. Then I know that I'm going to look at pages 1 through 7, and I might say something like, I'm reading. It's the end of the 16th century, and Elizabeth I is Queen of England. She has defended England against Spain, the biggest power in Europe. Spain is strong and rich. They have silver mines in America, the new land discovered by Christopher Columbus a century ago. Oh, okay, right there I could be like, ooh, I never knew that Spain had silver mines in America. That's weird. I never knew that it ever existed. So over here, that could be one of my surprises. I could put Spain has silver mines in America. And I got that on whatever page that was, page 5 or whatever. So I put page 5 there. Why does this surprise me? I could simply state, I never knew Spain had silver mines in America. What does this suggest? This could mean, okay, what might that mean? Well, maybe they took over a part of America. Maybe the Spanish used to have territory in America. I'm not sure. There's no wrong answer, but you need to come up with, that would be surprise number 1, and that could be fact number 1 here. Now, nobody has to write on this paper today. This is just for you guys to figure out what pages you're responsible for, but you are required to do your reading today and fill out your 5 surprises. And these surprises, you guys, it doesn't need to be like, whoa, surprise, happy birthday, surprise, I'm so surprised. It could be simply something like, whoa, I didn't know Spain had silver mines in America. Or it could be something like, let me just look here. However, America is huge and Spain can't control it all. The French, Dutch, and English are there too, exploring the north and staying out of Spain's way. They also want America's gold and silver. This sounds good to you. You want to join the next trip to start an English colony. If you knew what hardships and struggles lay ahead, you certainly wouldn't want to be an American colonist. And I could be like, oh, I didn't know that the French, Dutch, and English and Spanish were all in America. And when they mean America, you guys, they don't mean the United States of America. They mean North America. So looking at this map here, like at the time of when the Native Americans lived here, there's no the city of New York yet, or Washington. None of that exists yet. This is all the time of the colonies and before the colonies. So they mean America the land, not America the country. But I could be like, oh, I never knew that Raleigh, they bully the native Algonquin tribe. Ooh, I never knew the colonists used to pick on the Native Americans. I could put that here. The colonists used to pick on the Native Americans. Page 12. Why does this surprise me? I always thought we got along with the Native Americans like in Thanksgiving. What does this suggest? That maybe we were friends with some Indians and we fought against others. So that's the point of this. When I check this tomorrow and I say, okay, guys, get out your Iron Chef notes, it's going to be this paper, and I should expect 5 different things from your section of the reading. And since this is Team 7. I mean, this could be Maddie's part or Michaela's part, who knows? And then you can turn the page and say, it would be just like picking online, whatever slide you want to do. Okay, and then maybe Blake could do 8 to 15, Matthew could do 16 to 21. That's how you're going to split up the book. So let's say it's 20 minutes in now, and you're like, okay, I did my reading. I filled all of this out completely. It looks amazing. There's writing in every single piece of in every box, and it's not just yes, no, maybe. It's not just one-word things. It's actually really good thinking. Then here's a couple things you can do. What we're going to do with these Iron Chefs actually is that it's actually our entire year of social studies in 7 different books. So we have the American colonies here. We have the American Revolution over here. Over here we have the Aztec Empire, so the Native Americans here. We have Sir Francis Drake and the explorers here, so the Age of Exploration. Here's more colonial America over here. We have more explorers over here before colonial America ever happened. And then here we have the original Americans, the Native Americans here who actually lived here before all of this happened. And so when we actually are going to go to present, which I plan to do on Friday, which would be tomorrow, present it in order. And each of you guys, each team, I'm expecting you guys to be somewhat of an expert at your little, at your book. And you present your slide, and then when we sit through these presentations, it's not like the other ones. Each team actually has a different presentation. You kind of get an overview of our entire year of history pretty quickly in about 20-30 minutes. So it's pretty cool. But that's relying on you guys knowing what you're talking about. So once you're done with this, and maybe it's 20 minutes, you've done your reading, you filled this out, you are free to go ahead and read through the rest of it. This is it. I would have loved this in 5th grade. I'm not saying all of you would now, but I definitely would have been all over these books. These books are really cool. They have all kinds of weird, fun facts, different boxes. The other ones, after you read your section, feel free to like maybe flip to a part you want to read about. All kinds of cool pictures and captions. But it's just a way for you to get introduced into your the history and definitely the slide that you're going to be presented on. So you're done with that. You fill this out. You can read through the book. This should be a quiet activity. If it gets too crazy, especially at starting out, should be a silent activity because you're doing your reading. Then be prepared to turn this into your slide tomorrow. You're not going to do that at all today. You don't even need to be on your iPad for this. And then if you have some spare time after that, again, you can feel free then, like, don't bother anyone else. It's not free time. Get up and play. I guess if you still have time after all this, you could do some independent reading. If you're done looking through this book here, whatever book is on your group's desk, you can finish your math work. You can finish your cover for your writer's notebook. But all right, stay on task. You can do it.